Coleco.
Hey, I'm back with a new video. Today we're going to be looking at a Pong box, one of the many released around the 70s. This one happens to be by Coleco. It is the Telstar Colormatic, released in 1977. It has 4 games. It has tennis, which is Pong, hockey, which is Pong with more paddles, handball, which is one-player Pong, and high-a-lie, which is one-player Pong, but with 2 people.
It's weird.
So the system has the classic wood grain. There was another version of this called the Coleco Telstar Alpha. I'll put up a picture. Aside from the 4 games, which you switch to physically, of course, there's a reset button, a beginner, intermediate, and pro settings, which is pretty cool. Kind of like the difficulty settings on the Atari 2600. And then on and off, which it's kind of hard to push on this. I don't know if this is true for all of them, but you have to like pull and angle back, and then you can switch it on, which it's actually on right now. This is the video cord, and these are the 2 controllers. But the weird thing about this is, here, I'm actually going to turn it off. Yeah, it's pretty difficult. The weird thing about this is, here's the power. Power cord goes in here. But it has this compartment, and you can put 6 C batteries in here and power it with batteries. So if you have a hand crank TV, 6 C-cell batteries, you can play Pong all day. You don't even need power. Which is pretty cool. I can't think of anything else except for newer plug-and plays that actually just run on batteries. There's also this, which it looks like would have gone on these screws. See? I'm being careful with it, don't worry. This one's broken off, it's cracked off and still screwed in there. And it would have held it up at an angle like this, which, I don't know, I guess that makes it more ergonomic to hit the difficulty switches, but it's kind of weird. You can't really latch this into something or hang it off the side of the desk. It's not really built for that. So, interesting little thing, I guess. I guess the next thing to do would be actually take a look at the games, and to do that, we're going to be switching places. Hello, this is me after editing. All of the gameplay footage was garbage because I forgot this console, it outputs audio, like the same audio and video cord, but the audio it outputs is just screeching. I'll put up a screenshot of my Premiere timeline, and when I saw that, I was like, oh no, please tell me the footage is still okay, but no, all the audio is just static. The console actually uses a speaker inside of it to output the audio, like the beeps and the boops. Here's tennis on beginner. Maybe. Oh god, please. This thing has been giving me trouble since I decided to record with it. I am using a 2600 power supply because the batteries are dead. So, and it doesn't want to work. It does, but it needs to be held at an angle like earbuds do sometimes. Alright, here's tennis on beginner mode. It starts you both off at 15. You play till 15 points. I guess I'll control both of them. So you have to click reset on the console. And then it's tennis, Pong, whatever you want to call it. There's also intermediate mode, which I'm going to switch to, and then reset. Which you see makes the paddles a lot smaller. However, the ball is still pretty slow, so it's not that hard. Even me trying to control both of them while talking and recording, it's not too hard. But there's also pro mode, which makes the ball very fast. And it honestly makes it kind of challenging. I'd say that the rating system, beginner, intermediate, and pro, is pretty accurate. Maybe pro could have slightly smaller paddles too. But, yeah. This definitely makes it more interesting, more fun than just regular Pong. I mean, it is, but with a fast ball, but you know what I mean. So, let's go back to beginner and go to hockey, which is... Oh, please. You see, hockey is kind of confusing because you have paddles halfway through the level, or the stage, the area, the field, the rink, hockey rink. So that gives you an advantage, but it's kind of also messing with me because I'm trying to control both of them. You see, you can have like up close. If the paddle's going in your direction, it'll like go through the paddle and change the direction. It's kind of easier there. Easier to show it than to explain it. You can like deflect it. See, it kind of went more upwards. Right there was a good example. Oh yeah, right there down into the goal. I guess I'll just go to 15 real quick, because once you get to 15, it keeps shooting the ball out, but then there's just no collision with the players. Which is a pretty simple and interesting way of dealing with a game end. Weird that it goes to 15. I know other games like Video Olympics for the 2600 goes to 21, I think. Which Video Olympics is, Pong on the 2600. Handball, one player Pong. Like I said, Oh my god. Handball, it's one player Pong. Like I said in the little intro thing. Oh my god. I missed. One player Pong. I lost a point. Or did I gain a point? Does the wall get points? Is that what that counter is? Okay, that went like right through it. You also have, intermediate and pro for all of them. Which, for pro on this one, I guess it's hand-eye coordination practice, basically. And then high ally. Oh, let me get back to beginner mode. See, for this game, you have to like alternate who hits it. Now it's the person in back, then the person up front. Which, I don't really know much about high ally. I looked it up. It's something from the 14th century, apparently. And it's kind of gone now. It's kind of died off. At least that's what I saw, doing a quick search. So, kind of funny that this console has it, listed as high ally instead of like racquetball. But that's pretty much it for the Telstar Colormatic. Overall, I say because it runs on batteries, that's pretty cool. So if you're ever like out of power, I guess maybe think of this scenario. Back when this came out, maybe you had one 1977, 78, 79. You had a crank TV or something and no power. You put in 6 C batteries, or maybe get a TV with a battery compartment, put in 12 C batteries into that. Spend your entire life savings on C batteries. And then you could play some Pong while there's no power. That'd be pretty cool. A few quick facts about the Telstar Colormatic. It is the same system as the Telstar Alpha, except the Alpha has built-in knobs, like built right onto the system, and the Alpha has them wired, which you can actually unplug these, and it's like the same connection as RF. It's very bizarre. Yeah, these are really weird connections for a controller. Like, I've never seen something use this as a controller connection. Obviously, I've seen it as a video connection, pretty much anything predating, let's say, 1985-ish would use this. Some things after that, of course, but practically everything before 1985 would use this for video. Never seen it for a controller though. Definitely unique. The picture on the Colormatic is in color, as the name would imply, whereas the Alpha, it was not in color. And the Telstar Colormatic has a wood grain finish as opposed to a black and silver finish, which, honestly, I think the black and silver looks pretty nice on the Telstar Alpha. I'll put up some pictures comparing the systems in the boxes real quick. Credit to pong-story.com for these pictures. I'll link them in the description. They have a lot of other Pong boxes on here. If you have ever played a Colormatic, leave a comment about it. Tell me about your experience. Maybe if you were younger and actually had this, and like the scenario I said with the crank TV or battery powered TV. Let me know. Did you have all your friends gather around, have a hockey or tennis tournament? Alright. Cue the outro.